What's up guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to deck out your rock to fakies. So this can be kind of scary, especially on a bigger ramp like this that's a little bit steeper. So I believe in general, rock and rolls are a little bit easier than rock to fakies, especially if you're decking them out all the way. Just because you don't have to go back in fakie. And when you're all the way up and you're trying to go back in fakie, you're scared that you're going to hang up. But after you're really comfortable doing this, decking it all the way up is actually less effort, and you're less likely to hang up than you're barely coming over the coping. I am really scared at this point to do any kind of rock and rolls or rock to fakies where I'm just barely coming over the coping and tapping this truck, just because for me that's way easier to hang up and have to run out of than coming all the way back in like this. There's a few things that can go wrong here. So you want to look and see if the wood on the ramp or any part of the ramp is sticking out farther than the coping, because you could get part of your truck caught on that and it could mess you up a little bit. So I sprained my ankle recently and it made me really timid. It made me scared to do certain tricks, and I was even bailing a lot of rock to fakies. So I was doing them right here in the middle and bailing them. So I decided I have to start decking them out all the way. So there's a few tips that are going to help you with decking out your rock to fakies. First off, you want to start off on a really small, mellow ramp. Not something this size, something a lot shorter. If you have access to a smaller ramp, you could buy a Keen ramp or something like that, or build a small quarter pipe. But you want to start out doing rock to fakies on something small. When you first learn to rock to fakie, I would come up right in the middle of the board, tap your wheels all the way down to the deck, then lift your weight all the way up and go back in. Do that for a while, and then over time just start going up a little bit farther, getting more comfortable before you try and hit your back truck all the way up and deck it out. So what I mean by decking out a rock to fakie, I mean hitting your back truck up against the coping and then going all the way back in. So if you've been skating for a little while and you have disasters down, which is kind of like a switch rock to fakie, then I would try decking out the switch rock to fakies first. Because when you deck out the switch ones, you're going right back in regular. You don't have to go back in switch or fakie. The reason I would suggest doing that first is because once you do a few switch, you realize it feels exactly the same as doing a rock to fakie in the middle of the board when you're decking it out. This is all in your head. It is actually easier and it feels like the same motion. It's all mental with this trick. Once I did a few, I had them every time. I had to do that switch one first so I could come back in regular, and it just switched something in my mind. It was like, oh, this feels easy. This feels the same as doing one right in the middle of the board. So that's how you deck out a rock to fakie. I really hope this video was helpful to you. If you enjoy this kind of content, reviews, tutorials, and videos about what I'm learning as I grow as a skateboarder, then hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.